Lovers, my name is Maurice Bishop. I am the founder of Life is a Game of Chess. I just want to say thank y'all for joining me into my page and seeing my videos. Thank you for the likes, comments, and shares, and even for the messages that I received. I really appreciate y'all. As of now, in this video, we're going to talk about some of the books that I actually recommend to every chess player of all levels, whether you're a novice, an intermediate, advanced, expert, or master level. It doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna actually recommend some of the books that I grew up on, and I hope that you like. Alright, so the first book I would recommend everybody is My System by Aaron Ninzovich. And the reason why I like about this book is that it gives you chess positioning strategies. In this book, he talks about the importance of the center, the overprotection, blockade, the pass pawns, open fouls, elements of endgame strategies, discover check, the two bishops, the pawn chain, double pawn and restraint, the isolated D pawn, positional play in the center, exchanging the 7th and 8th ranks, and maneuvering against weaknesses. And these are all the basic fundamentals of positional strategies that you would need in order to overcome your opponent. Now, in this book, I do say that there are some opening or modern opening repertoire or variations that are pretty old, like it's very old. A lot of chess players don't really play it. But what you really need to focus on is the positional play and the strategies that they use so that you can apply it into your games. So that is very important. The principles in here is still the same, even when you play in tournament play or your chess games and everything. You know, the principles and the positional play and strategies are still the same, so you can use it to apply it to your chess play. So again, I highly recommend it. Grandmasters still read this book. They still look at it. It is definitely a classic. So I highly recommend this to all chess players of all levels. All right. Now, the second book I recommend is the Endgame book. I grew up with my chess instructor who always taught us that you can win 80% to 90% of your endgame if your endgame strategy is very strong. I've been in certain situations where I was in a losing position, but in the endgame I managed to take a losing position to a draw position, and there was some situations where I would take a losing position and turn it into a winning position, just because my endgame strategies was a lot stronger than my opponents. So, the book I recommend is the DVORETSKY'S Endgame Manual. This is also definitely a classic. I don't know if you heard of Grandmaster Ben Feingold and the woman Grandmaster Jennifer Shahade. She even also recommends this DVORETSKY Endgame Manual as well. The thing I like about this book is the fact that he really shows you your imagination. You know, when it comes to endgame strategies, you got to use your imagination. But he also gives you the principles of the opposition and the weak squares, and he really teaches you that step by step. Also, the exercises that he has on there is very difficult, but it's very great because when you go in a tournament and if you're in a endgame position where it's very complex and difficult, this book actually teaches you what to look for and how to handle that situation in your position. So this is definitely a great book. I definitely recommend this again to chess players of all levels. All right, now this book is for all the blitz players. I love blitz myself. I play bullet chess. I play the 3-minute blitz, even 5-minute blitz as well. So this is a book I recommend. It's called A Chess Opening Repertoire for Blitz or a Chess Opening Repertoire for and Rapid Blitz. Sharp, surprising, and 14 lines for black and white. So this is why I really like this book, because it really shows you opening variations for white and black. And however, in this book, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of these openings that's in this book, I don't even play these openings. So, but I have an open mind where I want to expand my opening repertoire. So if you're one of those guys that want to expand your opening repertoire, this is definitely the book for you, especially if you want to use it in blitz. Because a lot of these openings that they have, like the Queen's Gambit Decline, Queen's Gambit Accepted, the Caro-Kann, and the Alakhan events, they have more openings on here. That is the opening variation is deep in depth. So especially if you're playing in Blitz and you have people that played opening but don't really know the lines like that, but you have the upper hand, because you know the lines and you have it more in depth. So you can surprise a lot of your opponents with the openings that's in this book. And so that's why I highly recommend it, especially if you're trying to expand your opening repertoire to shock your opponent. So highly recommend this book. Alright, and the last but not least, I have a few chess players who want to become more aggressive players. They want to be an aggressive tactician. They want to be aggressive attacker when it comes to chess and attacking the king. So these books I highly recommend. It's actually the Attacking Manual 1 right here, and then I have the Attacking Manual 2, and it's by Jacob Algar. I really don't know how to say his name right, but I think that's how you say it, Jacob Algar. He's actually the 2007 British champion, and in that year he also received the Grandmaster title. What I can say about this book is definitely a very great book, because it gives you a lot of games on attacking a king, but also I will say this: a lot of chess players get frustrated with this book because of the chess exercises that's in there, because the exercises is very complex and it's very difficult. And a lot of times when chess players actually analyze the positional order puzzle and they can't figure it out, they get frustrated and they feel like they're not getting any better. And you really can't look at it that way. What you need to do is you need to constantly go back to it, understand what you need to look for, understand the weaknesses of the position, understand your pawn structures, understand the position of the king and how to exploit it. So that's the reason why I still recommend this, because you gotta think though, when you're in the chess tournaments and you have difficult positions where you're trying to attack the king, this will actually help you to go beyond it and think differently and give you another problem-solving skill, pretty much, because that's pretty much how I put it. It's more of like a chess problem-solving skill. So it'll help you to access the position a lot quicker and better, So and definitely to me, because I'm telling you, when you study both of these manuals and everything, you would definitely see the increase of your chess knowledge and your rating point. When you start studying this and then applying it into your chess play. So that's why I recommend these two books, Attacking Manual 1 and 2. So guys, again, I hope y'all liked the video. Make sure you like, share, comment. If I have any other questions, y'all can inbox me. Y'all can leave a comment below on this video. And again, I have way more videos to even post. So again, thank you for joining in on my video, and have a great day. Alright, peace out.